Hola clase, soy Nicole, soy su profesora de español 2002 en verano y en este vídeo vamos a hablar sobre la información necesaria en el curso que se puede encontrar en eLC específicamente. A partir de ahora voy a hablar en inglés para que todos entiendan la información, ¿vale? Que no haya dudas ni confusiones. When you guys should be familiar with eLC. So you guys should know how the page normally would look. And when you first log in, you'll see that the content browser is immediately available to you, and that's where all of the bulk of necessary information is going to be found. Okay, the beginning to the course, the welcome folder, where you're going to access your ebook and your online homework on Connect, and then each module, okay, which is going to correspond to a book in the chapter, or a chapter in the textbook, sorry. And then the folders after the modules will have information about different sorts of activities that you'll be completing each week, whether it's kind of a participation activity or whether it's information specific to a quiz, midterm, oral exam, etc. Okay. And lastly, of course, tech support and additional resources. Okay. Since this is an online class, you will be probably consulting tech support from time to time, whether it's for eLC or for Connect, which is going to be the platform for your ebook and your online homework, your quizzes, and everything else. Okay. Below that is the calendar. Okay. So it'll tell you the first activities that will be due, okay, each day. So you are welcome to consult that. Then here we'll find the announcements tab, which from time to time I will add, a piece of necessary information. If it's urgent, I will send you guys an email, but I will also post announcements here so that they're right there in front of you. I'm going to go ahead and click on content, and the first thing that you're going to want to do when you log in is to go ahead and start at the Welcome tab. Welcome, start here. And there's immediately a checklist for you to complete, okay, to help you get oriented, one of which includes is watching this video, okay. Then you'll find that the syllabus and daily calendar are also linked, and I sent you guys this on email, so I'm not really going to go over the syllabus with you now. There's a syllabus quiz that you have to complete, so you'll be responsible for reading that pretty much front to back. Also here is listed my information, my email, and also my Zoom ID for any office hours appointments that we'll book, okay? So I also sent you guys on email the daily calendar, okay? And that's like your daily syllabus, right? So the things that you'll be needing to complete day to day. And so this is something that you'll want to be consulting, okay, all the time. It's got dates from Monday through Friday listed, but of course, you guys can kind of organize yourselves on the weekend as needed. When you look at the daily calendar, it tells you each column, like what's in that column. So this first column is en el libro de texto, okay, what you need to be reading and learning on the side before you start completing any of your required homework activities, okay? So the page numbers are referenced. Suggested activities are also in this column. And after we go over the calendar, I'll show you an eLC, the guides to how to kind of study each topic. Then in this column, we've got activities on Connect, which is going to be your online homework, okay? And it's going to list each activity and which day they'll be due. Any due date or any activity listed is going to be due at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the date that it's due. And the only ones that aren't due on the day that it's listed is the first few activities because of drop add. Okay, so basically those first homework activities will be due on the 12th. instead of the 9th, for example. Okay. Then this third column is your eLC discussion forums, which is like one of your interactive activities, okay, during this course. And these will be obviously found on eLC. I'll show you guys in a sec where that is. And here you'll see, okay, the due dates of when you need to be posting your responses. Okay, and then the last column is going to be any quiz or exam, what days those will be due. Okay, so your pruebas, your oral exams, your midterm, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and each module or chapter is color-coded, and it will change when the module changes. Okay, so just for people who like to be visually organized. So everything is divided that way. Okay. Then we're going to come back to eLC. Okay, so make sure you have that daily calendar kind of accessible, okay, at all times. But all of those due dates that you found on that daily calendar are also going to be found on eLC in daily checklists too, okay. And so I made a really short checklist for the first couple of days. It's in Primeros Días Introduction Checklist. And each checklist will tell you what activities you need to be working on, okay, each day. It'll say whether or not something is due that day, and also it'll have an activity that I suggest that you should, you know, be working on or stay ahead, okay, because some activities you will need to, you know, start working on ahead of time, all right, such as an oral exam or what have you, okay. But I'm going to go ahead and access one of the modules because that's what we're going to be working with, okay, for the majority of the course. So to access the checklist, you at the very top will see Module 1 checklist or Module 2 checklist, depending. Okay, it's going to be right above the objectives of the chapter or the module. And it's going to be divided by day, okay. And so it'll be divided by day and then what you need to be doing on those days. And so, for example, every chapter or every module will start with the vocabulary of the chapter. So it'll link to all the pages that you will need, okay, to complete those activities. So for, and that includes whether it's a link to an outside page like Connect, where you complete your homework, or it'll be linked to another page inside of eLC, okay? And also these pages that are linked on eLC are also found, okay, in the content. So if you see Module 1 content, okay, and then the reading guide, I'm going to go right back to that module folder. Okay, right below the objectives, you're going to see them all here as well. Okay, so the reading guide is going to just kind of help you get started. Okay, and it's broken down by vocabulary and then 2 different grammar topics in the book, and it's going to direct you to which pages to go to on Connect in the ebook, and then it has suggested activities for you to complete as well. Okay. Now, again, these are also included in the checklist for which days you would want to be doing these activities. Then under the video, these are going to be PowerPoint explanations done by my compañero Jorge, and he focuses on each grammar point from the chapters. Okay, the numbering is going to be a little bit off because the book edition has changed a little bit, but the grammar topics are exactly the same for each chapter, okay? Then he also has here a PDF of a worksheet that corresponds to the topic that he's discussing, okay? And then those videos that I just showed you, okay, they're all linked, okay, as well here. Okay, for example. And also the activities that are listed as suggested to do in the book, there is an answer key for each of those too. So you can check your work as you go along, okay? And to reiterate, okay, these content, video, and reading guide pages are linked in the checklists, okay? So let me go back to that checklist one more time, okay? And as you'll see, like on miércoles 10 de junio, this is going to be the first grammar point of chapter 8, okay, futuro y futuro perfecto, and it links, again, to those content, PowerPoint video, reading activities in the book, okay? And then finally, the last thing that you will do is complete your required online homework on Connect, okay? And then other activities that will be linked will include your recordable video chats, okay? And the recordable video chats are the interactive speaking activities, okay? So we have online eLC comments or discussion forums, okay? That will be your written like participation component. Then the recordable video chats will be your speaking component, okay? And that will be done with a partner. And how will you find a partner? Okay, on this checklist, martes 9 de junio, you're going to post your availability in the discussion board recordable video chat availability. Okay, so this takes us to that board. Okay, you're going to post your availability to find a partner. Okay, or someone else will already have posted as well. Okay. And then the recordable video chats will be completed on Connect. Okay. Now, to read more about the recordable video chats, okay, and the eLC discussion forums, or any other assignment or activity, there are separate folders here, okay, under content, which describes, okay, what, okay, a recordable video chat entails, what an eLC discussion forum entails, okay. Just be aware that recordable video chats are found on Connect, okay, and the discussion forums are on eLC, okay. Another place, just so you're aware as well, if you want to find any discussion forum, okay, whether it's a comment or a weekly one for the reading of the chapter, or whether you want to find a partner, go to Tools, and then go to Discussions. And that's where you're going to find, okay, any accessible forum. The first one is going to be where you introduce yourself, okay. This one here is going to post your availability for the recordable video chat. There's help forums to ask each other questions. And then once the chapter comments become available, they will also appear here. They just haven't appeared here yet, okay, because they're not due. The only other assignments that you'll have to turn in on eLC are going to be the oral exam 1. So we have 2 oral exams this semester. One is individual presentational PowerPoint, and then the second one will be an interview with me. Okay, and the first oral exam, the presentational one, will be turned in on eLC. Okay, and that again is going to be linked here on the left side. All right. If you have any questions as you go along, just let me know. Okay. I can't fit every single explanation in here, but I hope that this is helpful. And as you know, my email is nicolec@uga.edu, and I look forward to working with all of you guys this summer. Muchas gracias. Adios.